Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your romantic reading, love and romance reading for February 14th to the 15th. So that's Valentine's Day and the day after. If you're wondering where my crystals are, they're all frozen in ice blocks outside. Okay, so let's make do with what we have today. I am going to pull a Celtic cross as usual with Tarot Mucha Tarot deck, and then I'm going to clarify with one Romance Angels Oracle card. So let's see what's going on for Pisces for February 14th to the 15th for Valentine's Day and the day after. What's going on for Pisces? Whoa. Reunion, celebration, stressed out, anxiety, leaving a sad situation, trying to start something new, feeling confident again. Knight of Swords could be dealing with someone who's unattached, younger than you, and they're kind of going after you for the challenge of it. You know, kind of trying to see if you can get that hot chick energy. Or it could be you who's feeling that energy, trying to get somebody because it's kind of feeding your ego. Or you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, I'm going to give shorter summaries in this, otherwise it'll take forever. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 14th to the 15th, please. It's a smooth shuffle. I like. All right. There it is. Congratulations, Pisces. It's true love. On the bottom, Page of Swords. Spy card. This is true love situation. Challenged by Seven of Cups. Consciously strength. Foundation, Seven of Swords, recent past, Ace of Swords. Why is it not straight? Here. And recent future, Three of Swords. Oh, snap. You right now, Six of Cups. I'm going to, around you, Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to move all this kind of over a bit because I think the glare, because I haven't worked out the lighting quite right. I think that's better. Let me just take a peek. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so around you, Ten of Pentacles, hopes and fears, the Hanged Man. Outcome is Temperance. And then we've got this Page of Swords over here. So let's talk about this. This is a true love situation with the Ace of Cups. It's not only about giving love to someone. It could be an offer of love coming in because you see this hand out of the clouds and the cup is running over. The cup is full and running over. And the cups represent emotions, your heart, and your feelings. So it's showing that this opportunity, this offering of love is there. It's like this divine opportunity, divine love, true love. This Ace of Cups can represent lots of things. It can represent baptisms, childbirth, an offer of love, or even just being completely joyous and happy within yourself. Content. True contentment, okay, within yourself. Now, for Valentine's Day, looks like it's an offer of love, okay? Why? Because I see the Ace of Swords in the past speaking up, and then this loss coming up in the future. So the situation involves a real love situation where you're trying to offer a true, your true emotions to someone. But the challenge here is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups tells me that it could be an illusion, okay? There's two sides of Seven of Cups. One is that this person, if the cards are great, is overwhelmed by so many options that they can have. Like a kid in a candy store, all these cups represent ideals of something that they want. Whether it be to be wealthy, the perfect mate, wisdom, spiritual knowledge, whatever it is. And in that way, if you have positive cards, it means that things are going great and that you're going to suddenly see that a lot of options open up for you. Now, if the cards aren't so great, like the Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, okay? Then it can speak to building castles in the sky, daydreaming, ambitions, but no action. This is kind of an illusory success, right? Because you're thinking about all these things that you can have now, planning for the future even with someone when you haven't even talked to them yet. So this is where, it's about illusory success sometimes. We'll see where this goes. I'm not saying for certain it has to be like that, but you see this Ace of Cups and then you see Seven of Cups as the challenge. So consciously you've got the Strength card, and that could speak to someone by the sign of Leo. If not, it's saying the Strength card is about when times are tough, when you're going through something, having that inner strength and faith within yourself, that courage within yourself to withstand obstacles. It also speaks to controlling your lower nature, your carnal desires, taming the beast, that type of energy. He can also speak to being in a relationship with someone who's dangerous around you, because sometimes the tarot will depict the woman with her hand in the lion's mouth, and it is a dangerous situation. It automatically makes you feel like it's a dangerous situation, but it gives you the sense that her courage and her strength within herself makes her feel confident about being in this situation and being okay. In the subconscious, you've got Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords comes after the Six of Swords, where you're leaving a sad situation and starting fresh. So the Seven of Swords is that next card where it's about trying to build from scratch, start over fresh, and these are the first wobbly steps, trying to get a stable foundation going, trial and error, feeling a little bit unsure, but making the effort to start again. Also, Seven of Swords can speak to, as you see this man making off with 5 swords, 2 on the ground, it can speak to, the stealing of information, because we got the Page of Swords here, right? I feel like there's double stalker card here, because Seven of Swords can also be, because swords are about the intellect, information, thoughts, processing information. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but I don't think so, because this is your hidden feelings. So with the Seven of Swords, and I see the Page of Swords, what I see is, how do you steal? Swords are people's truths. It can also speak to some kind of deception or sneaky behavior. In some tarot decks, it'll show that basically it's when someone is taking something from you, whether it be snooping in your personal information, putting spyware on your phone, looking at things they shouldn't be looking at, this kind of deception and sneaky vibe, or the fact that you might know someone's doing this to you and you haven't got them yet completely red-handed, and you're just going to keep an eye on the situation and see how it goes. Okay, but I see from Seven of Cups crowning it and the Seven of Cups at the bottom, it could be you, but it could be, take it as it resonates for you. In the recent past, there's Ace of Swords. A lot of swords action, right? A lot of thoughts and planning going into this. The Ace of Swords is about communication, the sword of truth, victory, and clarity. This Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups is pushing for a beginning. These two aces, always, these are very potent cards, pushing for a fresh start. The Ace of Swords is about cutting things that no longer serve you off. And they'll say the sword is, cuts both ways. Be careful and not to be overly aggressive with how you express yourself, because you could be burning bridges. The Ace of Swords is also about speaking your truth and letting somebody know how you feel about something, okay? Now in this case, it looks like this Ace of Cups. You're speaking your truth and letting somebody know how you feel about them. But the challenge here is that this might be an imagined relationship, okay? something that you've been watching and keeping tabs on someone, but it hasn't really truly manifested in the real world yet. And so you've kept tabs on them. You think you know them and you want to make a move. And then it ends up in heartbreak, loss, disappointment in the recent future. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. A loss, okay? It's just for the 14th to the 15th. It's not the biggest deal. Really, the fate cards here are what's around, what's your hopes and fears, the outcome, and conscious, what you're thinking. So let's keep going. There is this loss here, okay? There's some disappointment. This is the recent future. This is right now. So right now you've got 6 of Cups. This is a reunion. This is about feelings of nostalgia from your childhood, someone from your past, from your hometown, from your school, something along those lines. And it feels like you've manufactured possibly this reunion. You've made it happen. You see 2 ladies here, you know, kind of gossiping and looking at this guy over here who's doing some work. 6 of Cups. So definitely this is a reunion vibe. Now I don't see that this is going to work out well though. I don't know. Let's keep going, because there's a loss coming in the recent future. Around you there's 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles is the energy of legacy and deep roots. Somebody who's got a lot of commitments, whether it be you who's got a lot of commitments or somebody else. This is about inheritances and generations to come benefiting from these from this card, from these deep roots. It also speaks to wealth and established success. It's not something that you would want to pass up when you see 10 of Pentacles. So this is someone like this around you. Maybe they're a big shot. Maybe they come from a great family that's, you know, well known, extremely successful, respectable, that type of energy. In the hopes and fears, you've got the Hanged Man. And that Hanged Man card is about sacrifice and also feeling stuck. This Hanged Man, he looks like he's peaceful. He's hanging upside down, and he's got this halo around his head. Not a halo, I think it's nimbus. I don't know. I have to look it up, what the word is. I forget. But basically, this kind of enlightened vibe to this card. He is staying stuck for the benefit of others. Kind of like how, you know, these recording artists will say, like they're pushing back their release date so that the other people, the smaller artists, can get a chance. Now, this is the kind of vibe where you hold back and you stay stuck because other people are relying on you. There might be people who are dependent on you. And so you are kind of in this position where you can't really make a move. You're stuck. You have responsibilities and you are, you know, benevolent in that way, that you're sacrificing for others. So this is a fate card. And then in the outcome, you've got Temperance. So what I see for Valentine's, that's my Netflix and chill card. Temperance is all about finding balance again in your life. If you've been drinking too much, to detox. You do drugs, don't do it, detox. If you've been shopping too much, stop, save money. If you've been staying home too much, go out. Temperance is all about balance and blending. However, I like to say the word blending because there is some major blending. It could be blending of, you know, families, blending of cultures, blending of different types of food, like fusion cuisine. It could be anything, blending. But it's saying it's a need for balance between your, you know, material world and your spiritual and your emotional. And Temperance is just calling for healing and balance to be restored. In a very mundane way, I see this as my Netflix and chill card. Like, you ain't going out. This is like, you try, you speak your truth, you speak up, you let somebody know. It's kind of all in your head, ends up being disappointing loss. You right now, there's going to be a reunion. There could be a reunion, and it's somebody who's quite fancy. But it looks like it's a manufactured reunion by you, maybe. And in the outcome, it's not for you. Okay? It doesn't work out. You can't make a move. You know, you're feeling stuck. And in the end, it's kind of this need to restore balance and heal. So when you see this, Pisces, if there's anybody that this resonates with you for, okay, maybe take this as a warning not to go full 7 of Cups on them, okay? Where they can see it in your eyes that you're planning their wedding and your wedding, and that, you know, you already have a bridal dress on, okay? You're already at Kleinfeld's. Don't do that, because you might feel like a chump later with the 3 of Swords. This is from my heart. I'm just saying, you don't want, if I saw this, I'd be like, oh, hells no, I'm not doing that. So if this is resonating for you with this Ace of Swords, sometimes, you know how it said it cuts both ways, burns bridges, sometimes too extreme. If you're spilling the beans about how you feel about someone, be practical. Gauge them, you know, make sure you're not just in your head, okay, making fantasies up because you've been watching what they've been up to and you think you know them and that they're going to reciprocate. No, 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 no. So that was that. Let's pull an oracle card. This is no shade, for real, Pisces. I love you guys. You're my favorite sign, I think, seriously. And I'm not a Pisces. Just because, you know, you guys are deep people. And even Pisces that I don't like, that I don't get along with, at least I can respect the fact that they give a shit and they think. All right, so, whoa, there we go. Free yourself. That's what it is. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's great. Fantastic. Right. But free yourself, okay? I'll leave this up as well. So free yourself. Like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. And I'll just read passion to you, just because they kind of gave a shout out to that. Your prayers for great love have been heard and answered, and it all begins with you. You have the power to revive passion in your life. In fact, no one can bring it to you but you. This card guides you to seek that which brings you great joy, such as a hobby, cause, or special activity. Anything that stirs your heart with joy will help passion bubble forth and positively flow into your romantic life. The romance angels say that having a passion for life itself is a requisite foundation for feeling passion in your life, your love life. This means enjoying this moment completely. And when you do so with a partner, you inspire him or her to romantically participate with you. If you're presently single, you can definitely enjoy passion in your activities and hobbies, and who knows, such pursuits may provide an opportunity to meet a wonderful partner who shares these passions. I absolutely agree with all of that. So, this situation, don't do it. Free yourself. And it's saying, because I see that this feels like it's a lot of building castles in the sky and being in your head and daydreaming about somebody, keeping tabs on someone, thinking you know them, you know, like, because you know somebody, you think that they're going to reciprocate your emotions, and it doesn't work out that way. you have this reunion that you make happen. Someone who's like, you know, looks like someone who's big time. And it doesn't work out. And you feel sad about it. You feel the loss, okay? But it looks like you're going to be well on your way to healing and taking care of yourself and restoring balance to your life. Saying free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. If you're feeling restricted, because look, both these cards, very similar, right? I'm like, what is this Hangman energy? Feeling stuck and sacrificing for others. And right there, free yourself. Again, this kind of feeling of being restricted. However that resonates for you. Could be children, could be, I don't know what it is for you, okay? But there's some kind of restrictions going on, okay, that's affected this. Restrictions on you. And as for passion, never go into anything expecting somebody to give you something because you need something. And that applies for everything, especially love and romance. You have to be vibrating at that joyous level to attract that wonderful type of person that you're trying to get. And it's saying first, and it sounds boring. First, find that joy within yourself. Hobbies even. Something you like to do. What do you like to do? What do you love? Spend time doing things for you. Love yourself. You should be number one. Do the things you love. You'll meet people through the things that you're cultivating instead of trying to manufacture a reunion. Okay? That doesn't work out. Doesn't matter how much you know about this person or you think you know. All right, it has to be organic, right? There's something, you can sense it when things are organic and natural and two people, two equals meeting. Okay, like you can't, nobody can. I'm not going to sit here and daydream about Brad Pitt and wish for Brad Pitt when, you know, he doesn't know I exist. Okay? Even if I know where he's going to be on a certain day and I go there and then would I really be heartbroken because I don't meet him? No. I wouldn't even put myself in that situation. So it's telling you, the Romance Angels Oracle cards are saying, ignite that passion within yourself first. Free yourself from whatever this restriction is as well. I don't know what that restriction is. All I see is you making an effort. Kudos to you for trying and manifesting something. That's great. But it wasn't done above board, okay? And this reunion, it was more about the desire nature. Sevens represent desire nature. So no big whoop. It's only for the 14th to the 15th. Looks like you're going to be, you know, just chilling out at home and taking care of yourself. And that's okay. Pisces, that was your reading for 14th to the 15th. I have other monthly readings, weekly readings, and bi-weekly generals. They're all up. I'm going to link a couple of them at the end of this video. I also have some tarot hauls. Go shopping for crystals and tarot decks. And that's always fun. So if you've got the time, I've got like Tarot Haul 1, 2, and 3 up as well. Till next time, please take care of yourself. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.